Them bitches have left the building. As you all know, last week we finished JoJo. It was a fantastic journey. It took us 3 years, or at least almost 3 years. But we finally got there. Finally got to the end. And it was fantastic. It was a very bittersweet. I don't want to sound too dramatic, but it was a very bittersweet day for me uploading that final video. And just coming to grips with, damn, it's over, you know. But there was, you know, of course there was positivity and there was happiness within uploading and that video and just enjoying watching that video, even for me myself. But with all that positivity and that happiness came a very unfortunate loss. As you know, these bitches have been with me since the dawn of the channel. And weeks ago, as I was recording, I think about 2 weeks ago, as I was recording the final episode to JoJo, they started going out. And on the day that the final episode of JoJo's reaction aired, they finally died on me. It was that very day that them bitches went off for the final time. So, with that, I just wanted to make this video to say goodbye to these headphones that have gotten us through almost 3 years of reactions, discussions. At one point I think I've thrown these more than I should have. And all that other stuff. But with, you know, with the end of these headphones comes more. So we have new bitches. But with all that out the way, let's get to the actual reason I'm making this video, which is addressing that yes, JoJo is done and all that other stuff, but there are a couple things that we have to get out the way, right? First off, part 7. Of course, parts 1 through 6 is done and all the other stuff, but there is still more JoJo to react to. So first way of business is the discussion on part 7. As you all know, I do not like manga. I just don't. I don't like reading it. There's been very few manga outside of Dog Nigga that I enjoyed reading. However, a lot of people want me to react to the manga. They were like, "Yo, you really gotta read the manga. You know, I really need to hear your thoughts on part 7. It's the best part out of all the." And that to me is crazy because like part 6. You know, recency bias and all of that, I've just given into it, fuck it. Part 6 was incredible, probably one of the best part. If I am to just go off of recency bias, part 6 is probably my favorite. So for people to say that 7 is better, oh my god, I gotta see it, right? But like I said, I don't really like manga, and I am not really opposed to waiting for part 7 to just come, like, to just be animated, right? However, I as I've talked about in the last episode reaction and probably other videos before and streams and stuff like that, I do have to also consider my audience and whether they want they would rather me react to the manga. Of course, whenever one show ends, I always take a break from it just so I can soak it all in and just marinate myself in like the feeling of that, you know, the all-encompassing feeling of that show being done, and just, you know, thinking about it and reminiscing about it and stuff like that. I like to do that before I get into something else. So there of course will be a break for JoJo content, in which we'll get into that a little bit more in this video. But I just want to say to that point that we are still considering doing the manga. A couple people in Discord have brought up some good points, that the manga is heavily copyrighted or copywritten, however you say that, which totally understandable. That was one of the problems I kind of had with thinking about like reacting to the manga, because I was like, does that count as like infringement? It's kind of hard to, and I don't know how to react to manga. Also, I don't know how that works. I've never seen anybody react to manga. I know that people do it, but I've never seen a video on it. You know, would I want to watch a video on it. But I don't know how to react to manga. I don't know how you would do that. I don't know what the limitations, the parameters and everything is for infringement on manga and stuff like that. You know, like with this channel, one of the main things about this channel is respecting the artist, the work of art that somebody has done, and not making my videos a like a market substitute for whatever we're watching. So I'm very serious about that. If there's anything on this channel I'm very serious about, it's that. So that's one thing that kind of stops me from reacting to the manga. Of course, there's also the whole thing of me just not liking manga, but a lot of people say that, you know, no, you'll love it, you'll fucking love it. But I mean, I want to take your word for it. But you know, there's problems with that. But we will work something out. That's what I'm trying to say, is that we will work something out. I don't know if what we work out is okay, this is how you'll react to the manga, let me show you, blah blah blah. This, you know, this is where you'd react and stuff like that. This is how you know, whether it's us basically saying, yeah, we'll react to the manga, or it's us being like, yeah, it's okay to just wait for, you know, wait for it to be animated. Of course, it's gonna be a while before part 7's animated, but you know, that's also an option, is just waiting for it to be animated. Which brings me into the next thing, or next way of business, which is, now that we're done, we usually have like a stream of some sort to talk about. It's usually our stream, usually what they call is like JoJo so far, whatever the fuck, however I usually title those streams, I don't know. But we will have, of course, we'll have to have a stream in order to talk about JoJo. Of course, we've spent 8/12 of these last 3 years watching JoJo. So there's a lot that we'll probably rehash, but I want to take that stream to not just like rehash everything that we've talked about with JoJo, but have a stream for an appreciation for the franchise, and what, you know, what we watched these past couple years and stuff like that. Of course, stuff like ranking which parts are my favorite, which is going to be very hard. It's going to be really fucking difficult to do, but we're going to do it. So we'll be ranking like favorite parts. I'll probably be ranking like my favorite OPs, favorite EDs, stuff like that, favorite JoJos or whatever, you know, things like that. We'll do a bit of ranking and stuff like that. We'll also go over some of the OPs and talk about like what that means for the show as a whole, stuff like that. Of course, there will be the usual discussions on like where I believe JoJo is going and stuff like that. Even though I think I did that. I've talked a little bit about where I think JoJo is going in the last episode's discussion. So that there's that too. What else? There's a bunch of stuff regarding JoJo and just anime in general that we'll be talking about during the stream. Now, when is the stream? Of course, most likely, most likely, and I mean most likely, it will be on Friday. I'm gonna call it now. The stream should be on Friday. If something happens and if you've been here long enough, something always happens. If something happens and we have to postpone the stream until like next Friday or Saturday or something like that, we'll do that. But I'm just gonna say now, yeah, the stream's most likely gonna be Friday. Now, here's where we get into something else, which is where do we have the stream, right? Usually streams are on Twitch. All of my streams, all of my all the streams I've done before have always been on Twitch. However, I want to try and be as inclusive as possible when it comes to like my audience. And I know that some people just don't have Twitch, and to be honest with you, the way that Twitch is going, I don't fucking blame you. So while all the streams have been on Twitch, if for whatever reason you watch this video and you think to yourself, I would rather it be on YouTube, I feel like YouTube would be a better place for the stream. Of course, YouTube has its like copyright problems and stuff like that, but that does not mean that Twitch doesn't either, because Twitch is just about the same. The only difference is that since this is my YouTube channel, and I would be streaming on and stuff like that, there might be complications with that rather than my Twitch, which I don't really care if we lose. It's not like I'm fucking huge on Twitch. Hell, it's not like I'm huge on YouTube at all anyway. But that's another decision that we'll have to make before Friday, which is do we stream on YouTube or do we stream on Twitch? Like I said, I want to have this stream as inclusive as possible, so we can have as many people who want to join the stream without having to be like, oh, now I gotta make a Twitch account, I fucking hate Twitch and stuff like that. But if you're watching this video, of course you have a YouTube account, so you can watch the stream from there. So that's another decision that I'll leave my my community and viewers and stuff like that to make a decision on. Of course, I'll put my 2 cents in here and there, and of course, since it's my channel, of course I'm gonna have the overall say, but I always want to hear from you all how you would like it to go. So there's that. Now, kind of rearing our way back to JoJo, even though I said, hey, I'm most likely going to have to take a break after finishing JoJo, which is still very true. I plan on taking a bit of a break from JoJo, so we're watching Mob Psycho and stuff like that. But as some of you may know, my love for JoJo seems to be kind of contagious, in the way of that. My girlfriend actually noticed how much I was watching JoJo. She's like, oh, you watch that a lot, blah blah blah, and she eventually was like, I want to watch it. And at first I was like, okay, yeah, we can watch it, watch it, watch it, at home, and we can, just binge it. It'll be a whole thing. I was like, yeah, it's great. We'll just binge JoJo. It'll be fun. I'll show you the ins and outs, and it'll be a trip. All that other stuff. Then she was like, nah, I'd watch it on the channel. I was like, documenting your JoJo experience might be fun. Now, of course, it's also just a very meta thing of like, yeah, JoJo just does very well on the channel. Why wouldn't you want to keep doing it? But also, I've never been big on like numbers and stuff. Like I'm a very small channel. Worrying about numbers is the last of anything I should probably be worrying about right now. So I'm not too worried. I'm not too worried about it. However, if she wants to watch JoJo on the channel, prepare yourselves for another 3 years. Nah, for somehow, some way, I would find a way to speed it up. Somebody mentioned in the comment section, Jesus fucking Christ, that this would probably be a good way to like feed our that hunger that we have for JoJo until part 7 came out, or at least shorten the time that we feel like we waited. And I really like that comment, because I was like, that's true. That's a great way of looking at it. So I say all that to say that though the universe has ended, of course another one always begins. So we will definitely well, I say that as is a done deal thing, but we will definitely be looking into maybe bringing JoJo back. Maybe. So there's that. Let me know how what you all think about that. I, for one, am really interested in it. If not the whole series, I would be interested in just showing her the openings. I think that would be fun. So that, there's that. JoJo is not exactly done yet. There's still more out there to be done. So yeah, there, that being said and all that, I'm trying to think to see if there's anything else that I need, any clean up house type of things that I need to mention. I feel like I had way more to talk about than just all that. This video is just basically me saying these bitches are dead. Sucks, but these bitches are dead. We got new bitches. It's cool. It's all good. We got new bitches. It'll be fine. Really sad that them bitches they couldn't last forever. So sad that they couldn't. But they made it just until JoJo was done, and I can appreciate that. They made it just until it was done. So everybody in the comment section, RIP to them bitches, RIP to them bitches. And yeah, man, let me know about it, about everything. Let me know what you're thinking, whether anything that I said was a fucking great idea, or you're like, that shit is a horrible idea, don't do that at all. Like, just let me know. That's the reason why we make these videos, so we can, touch base with each other, and kind of continue the somewhat democratic relationship that this channel kind of strives to have with the audience. So what the fuck was that? Fuck going on? I thought, oh, okay, all right, facts. But that's pretty much how these update videos go. It's just a very, very important time for the channel when you hit a milestone like finishing a show like JoJo, and also your fucking headphones dying. Had to have this conversation. So With all that being said, I think that's about all I wanted to talk about. I think so. Outside of that, if you want to keep updated, whether it's what shows we're starting or what we're planning on doing, or just anything that you want to keep updated on, I cannot stress this enough. I understand that some people don't have Twitter, and I don't blame you. It's a horrible place. But if you do have Twitter, I highly suggest that you follow me on Twitter. Outside of me just liking anime ass, I do also just have updates on what we're going to do, what we will be doing, and also when videos are uploaded. I always post it to Twitter so you'll know. And then in that same breath, if you're not in the Discord, I highly suggest that you join the Discord as well. That's where most the updates go. Most if not all the people in Discord already knew about there being a stream coming up, and the whole girlfriend wanting to watch JoJo and all. Most of them already knew because I always update Discord first, because that's the most condensed place where everybody is. And then there's my Instagram. I'm not on as much. I'm on there, but I don't post as much, and when I do, they're most likely shorts of like not past reactions, but reactions and stuff like that. But I also update on there too, from here and there. So of course, as always, follow me on all my socials, because it helps you in the long run as well. And that's about it. If that's about it. I'm not gonna say the fucking usual YouTube shit, but you understand. If you're a lurker, I appreciate you too. All the other stuff. This video is not important enough for me to continue talking after I've been talking for 22 minutes when I expected this video to be like 10 minutes. Sorry, you've been here long enough. Videos are long as fuck on this channel. I'm sorry, but my videos are always long as fuck. But outside of that, appreciate you all, as always. Real quick before we end this video, I want to say I really appreciate how much love and just positivity everybody was showing in the last episode, last episode's reaction. It was it was incredibly kind words, and I tried to respond to literally I was just sitting in this chair just responding to everybody, because I wanted to make sure that everybody that was watching the video knew how much I appreciated y'all just sticking with me, especially with, what the fuck especially with just how long these videos are. The fact that people stuck with me for almost 3 years watching that show is crazy. So I just really want to tell you all how much I appreciate everybody being so positive and being so kind and stuff like that in the comment sections of that last video, as people all pretty much always are. But just specifically in that video, y'all were, just paragraphs of fantastic information and just kindness and appreciation and stuff. Oh, it was great. It was fantastic. I loved it. So really appreciate y'all for that. And Attack on Titan is coming. Don't think I forgot. As always, I'm the last one to get to it. I'm the last YouTuber to get to it, of course, as always, but Attack on Titan is coming this week. So with all that being said, like, subscribe, all the other stuff, YouTube stuff. If you're a lurker, I appreciate you too. Blah, blah, blah. Video's over. Appreciate you. You all stay amazing, stay safe, and take care of yourselves.